Welcome to the 2023 Turning the Tide Marine Industry Awards recipient announcements. I'm Paul Antle, chairperson of Turning the Tide, and I'm delighted to join my fellow board members here today as we announce another outstanding group of winners for these prestigious awards. First, I'd like to acknowledge my fellow board members with us today. We have Chris Collingwood, Leo Power, June Perry, and Paul Snow. Thank you to the members of the media who have joined us today. We truly appreciate you taking time to cover these exciting award announcements. We are privileged to be in this facility today. Given the research and innovation undertaken here, it benefits our marine industry directly. The 19-meter ice tank behind me is one of the largest in the world and is used to simulate Arctic and northern marine conditions. The safety and performance outcomes produced at this research facility bridge the gap between commercializing and innovating across many marine sectors. It reinforces how our economic, cultural, and social well-being is inseparable from the influences of our marine environment. Our province, our people, and our way of life has been defined by our relationship with the sea. And now future generations are building on that remarkable history and looking towards a bright and promising future. Our ocean continues to provide massive economic wealth, drive innovation, and help realize our full potential as a people. Turning the Tide recognizes leadership, excellence, and innovation in the marine industry of Newfoundland and Labrador, and is the only program of its kind in Atlantic Canada. And by the way, the only one of 3 across the globe. In 2017, we proudly hosted the inaugural Turning the Tide Awards Gala to acknowledge achievements, honor our long-standing marine history, and celebrate the promise of a bright and innovative future. The awards provide a vehicle to publicly celebrate our marine industry. Each year, more than 500 guests pay tribute to our vibrant history, acknowledge industry leaders, and enjoy a fantastic evening of celebration. We look forward to this year's 6th annual event, and we hope you will join us on September the 14th. The awards are chosen through a selection process covering months of work, including a public call for nominations and through consideration by a review committee to ensure the recipients demonstrate the true essence of each award category. While I am pleased to provide an overview of this year's chosen recipients today, we will save the formal presentation for the incredible gala reception and awards ceremony in September. So, on to the awards. First up is the Award for Industry Leadership and Excellence, presented to an outstanding business that has demonstrated leadership and integrity in the areas of environmental stewardship and sustainability, technology innovation, maritime safety and security, market development, education, and human resource development. This recipient has set an example for others and has provided benefits to the industry and the economy as a whole. The 2023 recipient of the Industry Leadership and Excellence Award is St. Anthony Basin Resources, Inc. For more than 25 years, St. Anthony Basin Resources, or SABRE, has worked as a visionary social enterprise exemplifying industry leadership and excellence, governed by a 15-member board of directors of fish harvesters, fish processing employees, and community and economic organization representatives. SABRE has a legacy of significant economic impact on communities of the Great Northern Peninsula. Their mission is to administer an allocation of northern shrimp on behalf of communities from North Both Harbor to Goose Cove. The royalties earned are reinvested to expand the economic base and create employment opportunities in harmony with a rural setting and lifestyle. SABRE. Sabri's success comes from partnerships with industries, governments, and communities to develop and deliver rural solutions to expand the economic base and create jobs. They have invested in port infrastructure, fisheries research and development, research to address food security in northern climates, public transit solutions for rural communities, and a $2.5 million local buy campaign supporting St. Anthony businesses. Next up, the award for Industry Lifetime Achievement. Each year, this honor is given to an individual who is regarded as having demonstrated exemplary leadership in driving excellence in his or her sector, someone who has contributed to their community and to the betterment of the industry as a whole. The recipient of the 2023 Award for Industry Lifetime Achievement is Bernard Tanny Collins. Tanny Collins is a fourth-generation owner of P.F. Collins. Under Tanny's leadership, P.F. Collins has provided integrated logistics services to all the major offshore developments such as Hibernia, Terra Nova, White Rose, Sable Island, and Deep Panuke. The company was critical to the successful and timely development of our offshore resources and has become a leading provider of international trade and supply chain logistics to all our marine industries. Tanny has also proven his dedication to the province through his support for Memorial University, Junior Achievement, the Royal St. John's Regatta, and many other causes. He has served on a wide range of boards and industry associations, from NOIA to the Canada Border Security Agency License Advisory Board. Tanny's entrepreneurial nature and hard work in the marine sector and beyond, creating a lifetime of achievement, is worth celebrating. Our third award is for Innovation Leadership. This is presented to a company or individual that is entrepreneurial and has taken the risk and personal sacrifice that so often defines the road to a novel solution. This company or individual has pushed through significant barriers to benefit them and the industry. We are pleased to announce that the recipient of the Turning the Tide Innovation Leadership Award is eDNA Tech. eDNA Tech is revolutionizing the biological and environmental sciences by bringing high-resolution data to the various levels of biological organization, from genomes to species to entire ecosystems. Climate change is transforming environments around the world. eDNA technologies produce genetic data with extremely high precision and accuracy that enables our view of the environment in ways that were never possible before. Their work supports critical decisions that improve performance, reduce cost, reduce risk, and help customers meet safety, quality, and regulatory objectives. Fascinating company. Our fourth award is for Historical Marine Significance. This award is given to an individual, organization, place, or event that has turned the tides of history, or through demonstrated perseverance and strength of character, has positively impacted many. Each year, this category attracts illustrious nominees that have shaped our culture and history. Every story is an important piece of our history and worth telling. For 2023, we are pleased to bestow this year's Award of Historical Marine Significance to the Royal Commission on the Ocean Ranger Marine Disaster. In February of this year, we marked the 40th anniversary of the Ocean Ranger disaster. After the loss, the Royal Commission investigated the cause of the disaster and then recommended opportunities to improve safety offshore. The Royal Commission's report formed the basis of legislation and practice that evolved into the establishment of the Canada, Newfoundland, Labrador Offshore Petroleum Board. The report has had a historical and lasting effect on the marine industry in our province and well beyond. Through their work, the world has seen long-term improvements in offshore safety in oil and gas industry operations. Bevan Ledrew served as Director of Studies of the Royal Commission and says of their work, the offshore safety culture we have today exists because of the Ocean Ranger. Our fifth and final award announcement is the Next Wave Leadership Award. This honor recognizes the importance of youth in growing and sustaining our marine industry and highlights those who are making waves. It is presented to a young professional under the age of 35 who has displayed great leadership qualities and who has already made noteworthy contributions to the sector. Our award winner for 2023 is Samantha Strobridge. Samantha Strobridge grew up in the small fishing community of Grand Bank, Newfoundland, and dreamed of being a mariner from an early age. When she was 12, she told her family she wanted to become a captain and has been working towards that dream ever since. Today, she is the first female offshore captain or master with Atlantic Towing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. She has earned her Master Mariner certification and received a Nautical Science Diploma of Technology. When Samantha started the Nautical Science program, there were only 2 other women in her class. She has used her experience to set a positive example for colleagues and for the many women considering a career in navigation. She is committed to her work while creating space to mentor and support individuals entering the marine industry. Samantha passionately followed her love of the sea and her dream of being a captain to the Marine Institute and then on to Atlantic Towing, earning academic accolades and the respect of her peers in the industry along the way. She is an inspiration to many and is modestly and humbly breaking down barriers within the industry. On behalf of my fellow board members, I want to congratulate each of the award recipients. We are pleased to recognize each of them while acknowledging their achievements in the marine industry of Newfoundland and Labrador. I'd like now just to call on my fellow board member, Chris Collingwood, to speak to this year's charitable recipient, Home from the Sea Representative Chris Collingwood.
Good job done. Thank you. Thank you, Paul, and good morning, everyone. I am very appreciative and proud to be part of this wonderful initiative. Each year, I continue to be amazed by the contributions made by the award recipients that we recognize, and I look forward to celebrating with this year's winners at our gala on September 14th. As Paul said, my name is Chris Collingwood. I am the co-founder of the Turning the Tide Marine Industry Awards and a member of the award selection committee. I'm also delighted to be here this morning representing the Home from the Sea Foundation as its co-chair. The Turning the Tide Marine Industry Awards play an important role in supporting the Home from the Sea's Foundation's commitment to our community. Funds raised through the gala support the ongoing operations and maintenance of the world-class John C. Crosby Sealers Interpretation Center. Along with the center, there is the memorial wall naming those tragically lost in the sealing disaster of 1914. There's also the wonderful statue by Morgan MacDonald depicting the father and son embrace of Albert and Reuben Crew as they were sadly found frozen to death together on the ice. Albert and Reuben were residents of the beautiful community of Elliston, and hence the site was chosen. I strongly suggest everyone should take the time to visit these displays in person. You have no idea what an emotional impact such a visit will have. Truly something to be experienced. The Home from the Sea was originally created to build a memorial to those who lost their lives in the great sealing disaster of 1914. In doing so, the Foundation came to realize just how many significant and powerful stories around our marine industry remain untold. These extraordinary stories of the people connected to our marine industry must be told, acknowledged, and handed down to future generations to preserve our history and assure they are not lost over time. The Foundation is now focused on doing its part to strengthen the appreciation of the many stories of our marine heritage, all of which are important in strengthening the foundation of our province's past, present, and future. To everyone who supports the Turning the Tide Industry Awards, our sincere thank you. Your support helps recognize the marine sector's valuable contribution to our province and supports the work of the worthy organizations striving to ensure no story goes untold. To the St. John's Port Authority, we want to extend a very special thank you for their continued support as our awards presenting sponsor. Together, we will ensure our marine heritage is recognized for its long-standing contributions to our province, our people, and our culture. Finally, my sincere congratulations to this year's award winners. We look forward to seeing them and celebrating with them at the wonderful Turning the Tide Gala on September 14th. Mark your calendars. Thank you very much.
So that concludes the formal announcement. If the media would like to stick around and you have any interviews, myself, Chris, Leo, any other board members are here, we can certainly give you a few moments. And isn't it great having those waves in the background as we're making these announcements? Maybe you can cut some of that down in the audio, but it's awesome. Thank you very much.